Hello and welcome to On the Lake, episode 4. We're at my usual spot. Just doing a bit of maggot fishing out here on the float. I'm not sure if you can see the float out there. And we're on a bite alarm over here. We're still on maggot, but it's just weighted all the way out there. Actually hoping to either catch tench or a carp on it, because we've tried bread and it just doesn't seem to work here. They're not fussed by bread. I'm sure they've been put in here from a pond. So we're going to give maggots on the bottom a go out there on the bite alarm. And we've got a float in close, just 2 maggots on this one and about 6 maggots on that one. You know what I mean, give them a feast, they might take it. We've been here for a good hour this morning already. We've had 1 pike out, just 1.
Slipped out your hands and decided to play Skippy the kangaroo, didn't it? Back in the water.
Yeah, and he's just went back in. Couldn't even get the camera out in time for you. Managed to get it coming in, got that, but too slippery for me today. So just couldn't get a decent photo. Went to hold him up, slipped straight back out of my hand, straight back in the water. It's not the first time that's happened. I've had that before when I was younger. I was about 12 down the river Nen in Irthlinborough, and I had a pike, held it in my hands, just slipped out, turned round, straight onto my hand. But got teeth, they do hurt, does cut you, they will make you bleed, but you know what I mean, if you can handle a fish with teeth and it does turn around and bite you, you know what I mean, it's your own fault, innit? So, you know what I mean, can't blame the fish for that. But
It's just their instinct, ain't it?
and if they get worried, they're gonna jump. So yeah, but I'm glad he jumped back in the water. To be honest, could have been a hell of a lot worse. But yeah, so far though, that was literally as soon as we came here about an hour ago. We had literally set up, put the lure out just to give it a test, pulled in a pike, put him back, and now we're just chilling, waiting for the next. Hopefully carp, rudd or tench. They're the main 3 I'm going for today. I don't particularly want to pike fish because I'm so knackered. I feel like I haven't stopped, but I haven't done anything this week. Sat at home playing games all day yesterday. But this is what we're set up like. This is literally, got my tackle box here, just chuck the maggots in the bottom. These are actually the same maggots I bought from episode 3. Believe it or not, I just stuck them in my little green pot. Yeah, what was left. Stuck them in my fridge. Thought I'd come fishing today. Thought, yeah, there's no way they're going to be alive still. They've been in the fridge all week. But they are. They're all wriggling around, lovely. They're not fresh, they're not brand new maggots, literally. I've had them for a week. It's still here. This is the same spot where we caught the 60 fish on the random Saturday. It's also the same spot that I was showing you last week with the rudd. But I just don't seem to be getting any this morning. I had a bite over that way, so maybe they've just moved. I'm not sure. It could be because the weather's a bit chillier. But I'm going to throw a couple of these in over near me float and just see if we can get them feeding around there. Oh, that was a bit of a pansy throw, that, wasn't it? Nowhere near. And somehow, I've got to figure out where I put my line. This one here is on the bottom, right out there, right at the back. So I'm going to have to stand on the drain, I think, and give him a good hard throw. Oh.
Are you on?
No.
Did it come off?
Yeah. So, I've dropped me maggots all over the floor for a missed bite.
Keep them nasties away from me.
That's the first bite I've had on this bite alarm since I bought it. That's been a decent bite. I'm not going to lie. I've had this bite alarm probably 2-3 months. Not really used it. It's the first time I've really properly used it. Oh, Don't know where that landed.
In the tree.
No, it went in the drink, but it was right at the back of the shore. But anyway, I'm going to bring it in because didn't see where it landed, and I need to see where it lands, so I know exactly where to put my maggots out. I have got a little feeder, maggot feeder thing. Not sure what they're called. I haven't brought them with me, but I might try one of them on here soon. I swear I had it before. All I'm doing is literally putting it on a bomb out there, waiting for the line to sink a bit more. Just give it one nudge, like that. And then onto there. And I'm just leaning it up against this kind of small little cliff, because I've got nowhere else to put it. And I'm using a bobbin, but, well, I don't know whether they're called bobbins, but I call them a bobbin. But without advertising the new brand, if you get a lighter with a metal thing on top, a round metal thing, you can squeeze it so you got a nice little slit there, and they've got quite a nice bit of weight to them. So if you are catching big fish, it's perfect. I'm trying to catch a decent tench or something. Just slide it over the line. Oh dear me! Don't put it off like I just did. Very noisy these. But then we just get it to where we need it, like that. Make sure that's on. Beautiful. That's what we want, and then you just put some drag on it, and then hopefully the fish will take it, and when it does, the drag will just go, the alarm will just go, the bobbin will shoot up, and we'll hear it, we'll see it, everything. Indications everywhere apart from a float, because we're on the bottom, we don't need a float. That's what this one's for. This is surf like that far off from the float. Very, very shallow I've put this one. Might have to put it a bit deeper because it's probably why I haven't caught anything on it all day. Oh, I just had a bite bringing it in, you know.
Did you?
Yeah, I just felt a little nudge on it. But we're very, very shallow, so I'm going to put it a tad deeper. Only a little bit. And just slide my shot at maybe mathematics here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inch, maybe something like that. 5, 6 inch. Don't know. Possibly 4 inch, I'd say. Give it a good little flick out there. Tighten up your line a bit. Let your float sit. Oh, and sit and take a pew.
He said pew, not poo.
Yes. We don't want to sit here and take a poo. I'll fish here. There's enough rat poo down here. Bird poo. But you can see the net's already there. It's not a very good spot to put your net, is underneath your rods, because, well, that's just stupid. But that's me. Like I said first episode, I am a pillock, I am a prat. I don't do things properly, but I do them the best I can. Sorry about the wind if you can hear it through the mic. It is a bit breezy and
Cold.
yeah, it is a bit chilly today. And you all know I'm using a phone. I haven't got money like you guys. Can't go out there and buy expensive cameras.
We have ordered a GoPro thing, ain't we?
Yeah, well, we can't say it's a GoPro because it's not. It's some cheap version of one, costing about £20. Can't complain at that. I could. I'm on!
Oh yeah.
I'm on! Oh, I'm off! No! Sorry about that, guys. We've been here for so long that that was the first decent bite I've had off the float all day, and that didn't feel too bad of a fish. Maybe it's because I put the rod down because I weren't expecting it, so I had to put it too late. Just spat it back out, I think. I don't know, I got it in quite close, so maybe just dropped the hook, didn't get it right. little bit of excitement there. Could have shown you a nice fish. I'll probably still show you the pike that we had in. I'll probably put that on this episode, like me getting it in. But we'll see. If not, then I'm sure I'll put it up on there somewhere. We've had a nice swell just come up here. Not sure what that'd be. We do know there's tension here. We do know there's carp in here. We definitely know that there's pike in here. And, of course, sorry, that's not my word. Obviously, there's rudd in here. Definitely rudd in here. But where are they? Where have they gone? They've gone on holiday.
Into hibernation.
Yeah. They thought, no, it was a bit cold this morning. I want to go Spain for the day. They swam all up all of the drain system, gone into the sea, gone all the way to Spain.
Lucky for some.
So, imagine if it was just that simple. You know what, waking up today, going on holiday. Could you imagine? Another little fish just jumping up out of the water there. That would most probably be one of them rudds, you know. One of them thousands of rudd that's been breeding in here. Swells, little bubbles coming up everywhere. Alright, that's so close in there as well. But this morning when the pike jumped and flopped out my hand, came out right here. So, you know what I mean? That's probably what scared the rudd away for the hour. They're coming back now. So hopefully we'll have some decent footage for you. I want to get a decent catch or decent something on camera at some point today, if we can. But like I said before, I'm not going to sit here and just show you that it's fish after fish, because it's not. We have been here an hour. We haven't. I've just had that one bite, really.
And that pike.
And the pike. Had the pike. Haven't had nothing for an hour since, apart from that one bite. And a little nudging bite over there. I don't know what it was, but it just, as I was bringing it in, I just felt something just, you know what I mean, peck at it, and then I looked and it took me maggot. So most probably a perch. It sounds like a perch to me.
Maybe them little blackbirds are coming.
What's them, the kooks?
Yeah, the ones with the red beaks.
Yeah, they're fine. If I was, we are concerned about the birds up here because, like I've probably said before, we have seen fishermen fishing, leaving their equipment line wrapped around trees and things like this, and birds do come up often out of the water and get wrapped up in it. You leave your bags of bread bait there, and the bird sees that there's bits of flake of bread in it, sticks its head in it. You know what I mean? It's not good. And if you're out there surface fishing for carp with a bit of bread, always keep your eye on that bit of bread, because if the bird comes, eats it, that's a dead bird. So I do like to keep the eye on the birds. Here they are.
Oh, that one looks like it's got a sore leg.
It does a bit, doesn't it? It's kind of hobbling.
Yeah. Take it home. Get it back to health.
No.
I wish.
I won't take a bird home. I've got cats. They'd have a field day with the kooks, I think.
Yeah, especially Tizzy.
Yes. And getting dog. Jack Russell. We're still trying to figure out a name. Sort of. We've come up with two, and one of them we realise is taken. So we don't want to use it, to be honest. It's a very common name for a Jack Russell. Jacks. It's the most common name. But we found out that loads of people are using that name, so we don't want to use that name. But the other name we've come up with is Brian. Because my gramp, absolutely adore that bloke. His name's Brian. And my partner, her uncle, absolutely loved him. Name, Brian. So it makes sense. You know what I mean? We want to name him after someone in the family that means a lot, and we both have someone in the family called Brian that means a lot. So Brian the Jack Russell dog, I think.
And a Family Guy.
Oh yeah, and who forgets Brian from Family Guy? So yeah, I'll be having the Jack Russell drinking and driving by he's 4 years old, and hopefully talking by he's 10. Have another kid, Little boy, hopefully named Stewie. Got ourselves a right family guy there, haven't we?
Brian can drive us around everywhere, be our little chauffeur.
Yeah, in his electric car. Absolutely love watching that show. Every day, pretty much. You just gotta watch out in bed, it's funny.
Yeah, but then you don't get to sleep.
Yeah, true.
Because you're laughing.
That's why we're so tired today, and this is why I'm not pike fishing particularly today. I literally put the lure on this morning just to test it out. Because I thought, yeah, it's going to be cold today, not much is going to be biting. Took the lure out 3 times, pike yammed it. So it's just, alright, and not pulling in another pike because it's not going to lie, it was quite big. I'd say probably 12, 15 pound at the most, maybe. But I didn't have much sleep and I couldn't be arsed, so I brought it in, got my lure, didn't use my rubber one today in the end. Got my lure, figured out why it's not working. What you got up here is circles and they've painted them. And where the paint's dry, it's stuck on the plastic, so I've just got a file in there and fold it down. But yeah, he's come at the back, yammed it, pulled it out of his mouth. Got to pick him up, get it on the camera. Juggling a fish. Seriously, like juggling a fish. If you've ever done it, you'll know what I mean. And if you've ever done it with a pike, you're a bit, oh, I don't want to put my hand back there, it might... Look, I wear gloves, I'm not that stupid. Some people do say gloves are bad for the fish's skin. These ain't your regular gloves. Yes, they're nice and soft for the human skin, but then they are protective here, rubber, so then it's good for the fish. You can't say rubber's bad for the fish because your landing mats are made out of the same material as this basically. It's like a rubbery plastic. Just put some wet on it when you pick the fish up, make sure they're wet, and they're absolutely brilliant. Like the pike will still bite you through that, but it's just for that little bit of protection on this side for the fish more than anything, not for you. Because you don't want to be picking it up with like a towel. They're no good. People pick up fish with tea towels. I used to do it when I was younger. Done it as an adult up until I was probably about 22. Because it was just, you know what I mean, you're a 90s kid, your dad takes you down the river, teaches you to pick it up with a towel. It's easy, it's quick, it's done it from the kitchen, it's easy. But apparently that's bad for their scales, so I generally use them now because it's better for them. If it's a small little fish without teeth, I'll just use my hand because that's the best one for it, to be fair. It's just using your hand. No, I'm just going to make sure that it's still got mag on it. Yeah, it's still got maggot there. So we're just going to give that another cast out. Just tighten that line, bring it in a bit. That's still working then. I thought it weren't working for a little while. It's not too bad of a day. It's not hot, but we don't want it to be hot. We want it to be mildly warm. But it is getting a bit chilly.
Oh, it's
Oh,
freezing.
the heron's just landed. Let me show you the heron. Sorry, guys. There you go. You can see the heron.
Where is he?
That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
shallow this is. He's fully standing on the bottom of that water, and he's standing out of it. He's not standing on a log. He's not standing. Yeah, he's not standing on nothing. He's just standing on the bottom of the lake. That's how shallow it is. So, when I say you could probably walk to that island from here, and it'll probably go to your knees, maybe, at the most. That is how shallow it is. There you go, you can see me float just sitting there. Wouldn't it be nice if that went under right now? I doubt it will though. There's the bite alarm. Not sure what make that is, but it's sort of like camouflage. It blends in sort of to this background. it works round here, I suppose. You know what I mean? When you just zoom out, when you put it up against this back, you know what I mean? That it is quite camouflaged. You know what I mean? It's not bad. There's some more reeds growing over there. It's all looking lovely on this lake this time of year.
Oh, look, there's the babies.
We've got the baby ducks coming. Oh yeah, they're coming behind the heron. There they go.
Heron better not touch them.
The heron's probably sitting there looking for some little fish to munch on and take back to the nest. We do know that the heron comes up here for feeding and it has a nest elsewhere. Not far. Nest at another lake. Luckily for that place, that the fish up here is suitable for the bird, because the bird comes up here, feeds, takes it back to the other lake, which means that the fish at the other lake don't really get eaten. And this is the view that we always have. You can understand why we keep coming back. It's lovely. This is mainly where the cooks and that sit. All the little birds. And then you got the park down there, so if little man is with us, he can go to the park, but he's not with us today. He's at school. School.
It's a godsend.
It is. No, don't get me wrong, we love having him at home because he's amazing and he's my boy. But kids are hard work. I've only got the one and he is challenging, but he's brilliant. But no, schools do come in handy. It allows me to do this, have a bit of a peaceful fishing day. Right. You know what? I said earlier I was going to throw some maggots into this rod out there, and I had a bite. And if you remember, I dropped all my maggots on the floor. Didn't pick them up. What a waste of probably about 2p. So, if I remember rightly, I was about in the middle anyway. So I'm just going to go chuck these ones in, if I don't get a bite, and chuck these ones on the floor. 46, 38. Hut! I think that was about right, you know.
I didn't even see where you chucked them.
They're all over there. Can't see all the ripply bits.
Yeah.
Who knows? Chuck myself. But no, I do love the drain. It's high, it's up. Hello.
What an idiot.
I'm a pillar. An absolute pillar. Wow. This is just not good. Where are the fish?
They're telling us to go home today, it's too cold.
Yeah, we have said that we're not going to be here long today. We got here early today, probably 9:30. Leisure came straight from school run. So, we'll probably only be here till lunch. There's a new McDonald's hopefully opening down the road on the way home.
Oh, yes.
If it's open, we didn't check on the way up. We was meant to go and have a look, see if it was open. If it is, then I'm going to pop in there and have some lunch on the way home. Don't tell Tremaine, please. don't tell him that I'm eating McDonald's and leaving him out. He won't be happy.
I'd have to go down on the bus and go and get McDonald's.
Oh, don't do that. You got yourself a set of wheels. It's literally 2 alleyways, I think. Yeah, 2 alleyways. There's a park and then an alleyway, a McDonald's, then here. That's our route. It's brilliant. It does take a little while, like the alleyway's not a short alleyway. I don't know. I'm not even going to measure it for you, but just take my word for it. It's a very long alleyway.
Takes about 10-15 minutes to get down it, don't
Yeah,
it?
just that alleyway, not the park. The park itself is another 10-15 minutes on the scooty, because obviously it's grass, bumpy. It's going to take a while, but it takes about 40 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. Depends. If we've got more heavy stuff, it's going to take longer, because the more heavy stuff you put on this, the slower it goes, and it goes slow as it is. Even I can outwalk this, but it's for Tony. She's got bad knees. She can't walk over to the lake every time. Holy mother! No!
You missed it.
Yeah, I need to sit by my rods.
Well, what did you move for then?
I think it's because I took maggots in, you know. But this is what I mean, guys. Pay attention to what you're doing if you're fishing. You will miss bites like I just did. Twice now, basically. Oh, just had another bite bringing it in. What was that, a bird?
Yeah, I think so. Was it a bird? Was it a plane?
I suppose better come back this way and sit your bum down. I'm going to end up pulling that in a bit. I just don't mind too much. I don't want it coming too close. Should have had a chair down there really, but I'm just sitting on the bank today on my jumper. Well, I can't call it jumper, it's a jacket, I think. What would you call it? Jacket, jumper, anorak. God, that's going back into the 80s, that is. Way, don't do this, guys. I do this quite often, forget to take the bail arm on. Sign of not much sleep, that.
Sounded too blicking cold.
Are you too cold?
Yeah.
Sorry, darling. Would you like my jumper?
No, don't be silly.
Or would you like your jumper? You can have my jacket that I'm sitting on if you want.
No, that's all right.
I've got a bag here that I can sit on.
We'll be going soonish, won't we? It's 11:24.
Yeah. Soon. So what I mean, guys, 11 something. We've been here since like 9:30. So it's not a very big fish, just a couple of hours. What's that, an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe? I think 9:30, 10:30, 11, 12. 2.5 hours fish. Because I'm getting hungry, I want to go and have some food. Here you go, darling.
Get little man's.
Here you go. Maggot sandwich for you. Have some food.
It's not me that just said you're hungry.
Oh, I know.
So you eat it.
Ready? Oh.
No.
No. Some people do say about putting maggot under your tongue or something. Keeps it moist or... You filthy animals. If you do that, there's something not right with you. No offence. But you need to go get some therapy. If you like maggots in your mouth, that's just disgusting. We do love it when the sun comes out. It's lovely and bright. And you get to see the shadows on the surface better as well. Especially at the back. We've seen a good couple shadows this morning. We haven't seen Goldie this morning. But I don't know. I've seen a couple of people fishing up here. It's great to see. But what I don't want is for people to come up here, fish, and be pulling fish out and not putting them back. And I honestly think that's what might happen. Because it's happening everywhere. There's lots of it going on.
Especially at Billing, ain't it?
I don't know. I haven't heard about that, to be honest.
Yeah, them couple of people that got caught with a carrier bag of them.
Oh no, that wasn't there. That
Wasn't
was,
it?
oh no, that was... I can't remember where that was. If I do remember, I'll let you know. So guys, can you explain to me what that was about? Because I'm pretty sure that wasn't a bite. Pretty sure. Like, was it the bird making the ripples in the water? Did it catch the line and just pull the line a bit? Was it the wind on the bobbin? Just wobbling it? Who knows? The first one was a bite. You could tell because of the way it beep, 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 beep. That one, I'm not too sure was a bite. I think that might have just been the weather or the bird. Or maybe a fish swimming through my line, perhaps. Just nudging it. Maybe, I don't know. This is what I'm saying, I'm not a professional fisherman. I don't know the ins and outs of all this. I just come down here, buy the equipment, try it out. I know how to catch fish. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an amateur at this. It's not like this is my first ever time fishing. I know what I'm doing, but in a sense of the basics, I know that, like with a float, stick a float on, put 2 weights each side, make sure it's about yay length away from the hook, put some bait on it, flick it out there. If you see the float go down, bring it in. If you hear the bite, bring it in. You know what I mean? Basics, that's what I know. I know my baits, I know my maggots, I know my bread, I know my boilies, my pellets, my jigs. These are for jigging, for perch. You can get pike on them too. They're all a bit messed up, you see, they're all a bit tangled. See that one there? Big jig. You're not going to get a small perch on that. That needs a bigger jelly on that, and that'd be a pike, I'd say. It is barbed, because you've got to set these hooks with pike. Yeah, you don't want to be losing these in the pike. You don't want to lose a pike, particularly. They're a strong fish. It's nice to pull them out. You've got what I would call your spoon, and then that one there is what I'd call your spinner. And this is what I was saying about the difference between a spinner and a spoon. It's just like a teaspoon, basically. But this one genuinely does spin, hence spinner. So I know these sorts of baits, but that's about it. Like worms, you know what I mean, are similar to maggots, so they'd work. Maybe a slug, don't know. You might catch a carp or two on a slug. You might see it and think, oh, that's a nice big chunky piece of protein there. I'll have that. You never know. You put 2 or 3 slugs on a big hook and sort of jig it in. You could catch anything on it, I suppose. If you're in the right place, you might catch a catfish on things like this. I don't know. I've never caught a catfish in my life. I've never caught a tench until I started making this page up, to be honest, with my first ever video of that lucky tench caught on a spinner. Clearly didn't mean to catch it on a spinner, but this is what I'm saying. Some of these fish just don't seem to be natural, like fish. I don't think a tench is a predator fish, but it seemed to have gone after my spinner, and then I false hooked it because it went after my spinner. It did follow it. Do tench follow spinners? Who knows?
Phone's gonna die, baby.
Oh dear. Don't know if you guys heard that, but the camera that we're using is on a phone, and it is getting a bit low on the old battery, so I'm sorry if you don't see me bringing in any fish today on this episode. It's not going to be an hour long one like episode 2 was. That was a nice long episode. Last episode I think was only a half-hour-ish one. First one was about 40 minutes. This one probably only about half hour as well, maybe 40 minutes. So, no, I'm sorry if I don't get a fish for you today, but I'm not going to, like I said before, I'm not going to show you that it is fish. You do have days where you're going to have one fish out when you first get here maybe, and none for the rest of the day. Horrible bites where you miss them or whatever, and it ruins your day, because now I'm going to go home with no fish, and it's...
Well, you still caught pike.
Yeah, I caught the pike, but that was on the lure when I was practicing just to see how it was going to work today, you know what I mean? But the specific thing I wanted to come down to catch today was carp, tench or rudd. Mainly rudd, obviously. But I've had 2 bites here, decent bites. I had a bite on this one earlier, had another bite on this one earlier over there, and we've pulled 1 pike out. So I will definitely put the video up alongside in this episode of me pulling in the pike this morning. And then obviously I can't show you me unhooking him and that and releasing him because he juggled himself out my bloody arms. And it's very difficult to hold a phone at the same time as unhooking a fish. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think it's worth just bringing that in and having a look? I'll just lift it out.
Oh, we got a right close up at the side of your face then.
Oh, you don't want that.
Oi.
Just take the bobbin off it for a minute.
Ow.
Let's just tighten that line. Just hold it with my finger for a minute. And then if I feel a nice pull on my finger with this line, if it slips off my finger and pulls, then I know it's a fish. But it's not a fish at the moment, definitely not. Because I can put it like that, and it's not doing nothing. So yeah, I suppose I better bring that in now. Oh yes, that has been absolutely demolished. All them maggots. Sorry about the beeping, guys, that's just where I'm resting my rod on it. But you can probably see I have tangled myself up somewhat. I'm just going to sit here and untangle myself for you guys. You can watch me do that. May as well. You're not watching me pulling any fish right now, are you? But that's how I'm set up. It's probably not even the right setup, I don't know. Literally got the running weight ledger just all the way down. We put on a weight to stop it coming down any further. Don't know how long that is, but long enough. And then just shoving loads of maggots on it, but they have been munched. I've got plenty of maggots to get through, guys. Just I'm hungry, so I want to go home. So I'll probably end up just throwing the maggots in and letting the fish eat them. Feed them up for next time. But we're going to chuck it back in anyway.
Yeah, it's starting to rain.
Yeah, we'll give it 10 more minutes, guys, and then we're going to head home, I think. Because I am really getting hungry. With the weather's picking up a bit.
Need to go and get little man's school shoes.
Yes. Kids with shoes. You tell them, pick your feet up, stop scraping them on the floor. Do they listen? No. At his old school, he had a wall, big brick wall. He used to run at it, grab it, try climbing it. In front of his shoes, broke within a day of having them. Broke. So obviously go out and get your kids some new shoes and stuff. Problem is, he just keeps doing it. It's annoying.
So if he carries
Kids.
on, we just deduct it out of his pocket money. We won't, but we'll tell him that.
Yeah. Make him feel like this is his fault. It is his fault. He should learn. Where's my bobbin gone? Right. So we're just going to have another maybe 10 minutes, possible 15. There we go. That's that setup. And we're just going to bring this little one in as well and see. If we've got any maggots left on it. Yep. I've been dunking these same maggots out this whole time, so I am going to change them up now. I think, did I change them before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually. So, yeah, we'll just chuck them loose ones in. That's how I hook my maggots, guys. So they're hanging off the back of the hook. Sort of thing like that. So they're all dangling. Slimy and squirmy. Blech. Gotta love fishing, it's disgusting, isn't it? Very calm, peaceful place.
Missed it?
So guys, another missed bite again. Is it small fish nibbling at me maggots? I believe it could be. Don't know where my bobbin went.
In front of your pole to your violin.
Thank you very much. I did have another bobbin down here this morning, but I had to strike on a bite and I don't know when the other one went either.
What, your tinfoil one?
No, I put another one of the clipper ones on earlier.
Oh, probably lost it in the water then.
Yeah, probably. It is a possibility. Oh, you know what? I fancy a cup of tea.
Do you?
Yeah. It's not good, is it?
Well, we're going soon, and Morrison's has a little cafe thing, I think.
Hopefully, yeah. If you guys know of a good brand of flask that holds water very well, hot, obviously, then can you please let me know so I can bring one down next time. Absolutely love a cup of tea when I'm fishing. I used to bring a cup of tea down when I used to fish in Milton Keynes, but ever since being in here, we live fairly close, so we don't see the point, but definitely going to need to, I think, next time. Go and get a flask. The water is so still. The breeze is completely dropped. Completely. Well, I don't know, you can still see it on here. We have still got breeze, but it's just so calm on the water, really. Wow, what a day we're having today.
Yeah, take that.
Just trying to see if I can get you a float shot. There you go, you can see the float again. There we go, use it. I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. So you will see it dip, but it's not a fish. Okay. God, your hands are freezing, woman. But yeah, that's what I do. I'll just knock it in every now and again, just to keep the fish a bit enticed. You know what I mean? If they see the maggot just sitting there, they might not take it, so bump it sometimes, and then they might take. But you know what I mean? It could be absolutely anything of why they're not taking that very much today. Could be a bit too cold. Could be anything. That float is sitting very nicely in the water. It's not too under, you know what I mean? It's got the perfect weights on it. It says it's 2 BB. It's definitely not, because I've got 2 number 4 shots on that. Not 2 BBs. I think. Sorry. No, a number 4 shot and a number 1 shot. Not 2 BBs. Because I don't have any BBs. I ran out. I'm running out of everything, guys. I'm going to need some new equipment soon. Need to get some new weights, some new hooks.
Some more lures.
Yes, definitely some more lures. I love lures. Definitely need some new scissors. They're a bit small. Oh yes, pretty.
I think you have the lot.
Oh, look at all them fish. Did you see all of them?
What are they doing? Having a walk?
Loads of fish just jumped. Absolutely loads of them. Now that tells me that a pike's probably just swam through there. So what I'm going to do is, now I've just realised that the fish are probably further out than where I am.
What you reckon they're jumping from the pike?
It could be. There could be a pike up there that's scared him. So yeah, maybe the fish have moved out a little bit further into the deep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Right guys, the wind's picked up. I'm gonna have my cigarette. But yeah,
I'm bleeding cold.
I think we're gonna pack up and go home. To be honest, well, not home. We're gonna go see if the old McDonald's is open first. And if it's not open, then we're gonna go home. But
Need to go Morrison's first.
yes. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you again, guys, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And I'll see you again next episode, hopefully here, or fishing season on the river starts soon, so I'll be on the river and not on the lake. Alright, thanks for watching guys, see you soon.